Good morning. Today we're gonna talk about the last part of our semester, which we will continue lesson 8, zeros in our product. Now, what do I mean by this lesson? In this lesson, we have two decimal number. We multiply them, and after we multiply them, we get a product. I found that the product is only one digit, but I have to move 3 digits. So what can I do? I will add an extra 0 in order to have 3 digits. This is the idea of our lesson. And then we talked that when you multiply 10th by 10th, the digit will be in hundredth. You multiply 10th by hundredth, the digit will be on thousandth. And we stop on number 6. In number 6 here, let's start now with Hunada. Yes, Hunada. 0.2 times 0.1. So first of all, you multiply with them as what? Bravo, as a whole number. Where are you? I'm in number 6. Bravo. Bravo. Yes. Thank you, Hanana. But did you remember it now? Did you remember it, girls? Okay. Now, Isra. Isra. Jumana. Jumana. Jilan. Yes, Jilan. Number 7. 0.3 times 0.3. 9. Bravo. Bravo. Thank you, Jilan. She said here we have 2 digits and I have only one number. So I will add a 1 0 in order to make it correct. Thank you, Jilan. Hala Bashar. Um, 279. Yeah. Hala. Hala Bashar. Haneen. Yes, Haneen. Number 8. $15. Bravo. Then we count how many digits. Here, how many digits up and down? 1. Bravo. So how many digits shall I move? 3. Bravo. 1, 2, 3. Then I have to put a decimal point here. Now, what do you have to add in the... Bravo. You will add a 0. So it will be 0.015. Thank you, Hani. Now, Huriya. Huriya. Dina. Yes, Dina. Number 9. 8. Bravo. Yes. So 1, 2, 3. Bravo. You're gonna add here. This is the decimal point will be here. So in these empty spaces, you have to add 2 zeros. Thank you, Dina. Ragad. Ragad. زين الشام. زين. سارة أسعد. سارة. سارة. سارة.
Yes, teacher.
Yes,
I'm
Sarah.
sorry, I couldn't open my mic correctly.
Number 10. 0.40 times 0.1.
Okay, so 1 multiplied by 0 equals 0, of course. And 1 multiplied by 4, it equals 4.
Okay.
So how many digits? So there's like 3 digits.
Bravo.
So 0.040.
Thank you. 0.040. And since it is a money, so you will write it as $0.4 like this. Did you finish writing?
Not yet.
Okay.
I finished on the page.
Now, did you finish?
I finished.
Okay. Now, page 11. Here you have to find the value of n. This is exercise 11, 12, 13, page 279. Now number 11, Lana. Lana? Yes, Lana. 0.03 times 0.6 equals n. So what's the value of n? Which is? Alana, 3 times 6 is?
18.
18, bravo. Then, where do you have to put the decimal point? After how many digits? No, look here. We have 1, 2, and 3. So we have 3 digits. So 1, 2, 3. Here will be the decimal point. Now what do you have to add on the empty space?
Zero.
0. Yes, thank you, Lana. Now, Maryam Khaled.
Yes, teacher Maryam.
Yes, Maryam. Now, all of you, please focus with Maryam on number 12. In number 12 here, we have Maryam.
Teacher, sounds cutting.
I cannot hear you well.
Teacher, sounds cutting.
Change your place, please.
Teacher, I opened my mouth. You cannot hear me.
I can hear you, but you have a lot of noise beside you.
No, good. Teacher, now you can hear me good?
Yes. Yes, now, Maryam. Here we have n times 0.2 equals 0.08. I want you now to give me a number that you multiply it by 0.2, you get 0.8 hundredths.
0.4.
How do you know that is 0.4? Can you tell me? See, girls, now. Yes, Maryam, thank you. It's true, it's 0.4. But I will let you now know how you will know that it's 0.4. First of all, ask yourself. Here you have whole number 2. Here we have whole number 8. Then ask yourself, what is the whole number that when you multiply it by 2, you get 8? It's 4. Is it right? Okay, girls? You get 5?
Yes, yes, teacher.
So here, the first thing that the number is 4. Okay, now next, look at here. It's 0.2. Where's the place of 2? Is it 10th or 100th? It's 10th, is it right? 10th. And 0.08, sorry. What's the digit number? It's on where? Get 5. Can you hear me, girls?
Yes, teacher.
So where's the place of number 8? 100. Okay, so after that, I will say now, what is the digit that I multiply it by 10th, I get hundredths? Is it? I have 3 choices. Is it 10th or hundredths or thousandths? Okay, which one? If I multiply 10th with 10th, did I get 100?
Yes.
Yes, so the 10th, it's 10th. So that's mean the 4 is on the 10th place. So I will make a table now. Okay, and I will write here the decimal point, then 10th, 100th, thousandth. So 4 is on 10th place. So the number will be 0.4. Did you understand it now?
That was so easy.
So first of all, ask yourself, what is the number that you multiply it by 2, you get 8? It's 4. Then ask yourself, what is the number, what is the place digit? When you multiply it by 10th, you get 100. You said it's 10th. So that's me. 4 will be on the 10th digit. Let's solve now number 13 in order to understand. Muna.
Yes, teacher, I am Mona.
Yes, Muna. Here now, in number 13, you have to find n in the same steps. 9, first of all, look at number 9 here. And the answer is 63. So what's the number that you multiply it by 9, you get 63?
It's 7.
7. Right. Then Muna, where's the digit of 9? In which place?
100.
100. Bravo. So it's on the 100. Yeah. What about the answer here? 0.063. Where is it? 1,000. Bravo. So, what was the value of n? What is here? I mean like hundreds. When I multiply it by what, I get thousands?
10.
By 10. Bravo. When you're multiplying the hundreds by 10, you get thousands. So that means if I draw the table here, I have to put here the decimal point. Here we have the tens. Here we have the hundreds. And here is the thousands. So that means 7 under the tenth. So the number will be what, Yamuna?
0.7.
0.7. Bravo.
4.7.
Yes. Did you understand it?
Yes, this lesson is so easy.
Okay. Right, now number 14. Did you finish writing?
Yes, I don't know what I want my friends.
The others, girls, did you finish writing?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Just 1 minute, please.
Teacher, that lesson is so easy, and yesterday I did all the page when you. Today I checked with you, and it's all correct.
Bravo. Bravo, God bless you.
Yesterday I didn't do it the page, but I did the homework of today.
For the exercise number 14, okay, before we solve it, I want you to just to see this video, okay? Here, as I told you, you have a barcode beside the question. So after you put your mobile on the barcode, you will see this video. Let's see it now together. By the way, can you hear the voice?
Yes, teacher, we can hear.
Two decimal numbers and multiply them together and figure out the answer. But what if we take a decimal number and multiply it by some mysterious number and we're given the answer, can we work backwards and figure out what that mysterious number is? Let's see if we can do it for ourselves in this fun little riddle that I have for us. So, Michael multiplies 3/10 by a number. We don't know what the number is, but he records the product as 6/1000. Here's our challenge. What number did Michael use? So this is kind of fun. I like this question because it really is a little bit funny, right? It's one of these questions where, okay, so we have 3/10. We're going to multiply it by some mystery number, which we don't know. And the answer turns out to be 6/1000. And that looks like this. And the question is, what's the mystery number? So how can we possibly find out the mystery number? Well, all we have to do is think about how we know to multiply decimal numbers and just kind of work backwards with our minds. So let's think about it for a second. Okay, so how do we do this? Well, we know what we do. We would first take this decimal point here, and we would, in fact, bring it out to here, which is really multiplying by 10, if you want to think of it that way. And then we're going to do something here, we have no idea what, but then we're going to have to figure out how to move the decimal point back. So that's where we're kind of stuck right now. So let's actually see what we would actually do when all the decimal points were totally away, and this becomes a related multiplication question involving whole numbers. Well, then it's actually kind of clear. The whole number here would be the 3. This whole number here is still a mystery. And then the answer, after we zoom back this decimal point, would be a 6. Aha! So now I can ask myself, 3 times what number gives me 6? Well, that we know. That's actually 2. So that's no mystery at all. I'm just going to erase the mystery. There's no more mystery. That is totally gone. It's just going to be a 2. Okay, so now we get a 2. Now, then what do we have to do to this decimal point? Well, we actually have to move it to make it this. 1, 2, 3. 3 places over. 1, 2, 3. And how do we do that? That means we're going to actually multiply this by 1,000. So then that means that we had to multiply by 1,000 to get back the answer we want. And here we only multiplied by 10. So I have to figure out, what do I multiply 10 by so that 10 times the mystery number is 1,000? Well, actually, that's not so bad. That's actually just 100. So that means that whatever number here, we had to move the decimal point over 2 digits to the right, because that's what multiplying by 100 does. Aha! So that means that I should be moving this point 2 over. And 2 over, that means if I start with a 2, and I move 2 over, 1, 2, it looks like it should be something that looks like this, which is 2/100. Now, let's see if that checks. So does that check? That's my guess for the question mark. And let's see if it actually makes sense. If I were to multiply 3/10 and 2/100, whoops, there we go, that's okay. What would we do? Well, now we know what we do. We would just look at the 3 times 2, which we get is 6, and then we do our little decimal dance. So 1 over, so I've got to move it 1 over. And then 1, 2 over, so I got to move it 2 more over. And so what does that make? That makes this formally, which, check it out, is in fact 6/1000, which is what we were given. So that actually checks, and we see that for sure that mystery number, in fact, was nothing more than our friendly little teeny 2/100. 2/100 is the number that when you multiply by 3/10, the answer is, in fact, 6/1000. It's interesting that when you think about that little decimal dance that we're talking about, which is really just multiplying by 10 or 100 or 1,000 as you need to, but it's really just sliding decimal points over and then remember to put it back when you're done. It turns out it allows us to take really complicated looking multiplication challenges involving decimal numbers, converting them to a question that's just multiplication of whole numbers, and then just doing the old decimal dance. Have fun dancing with your decimals, and I'll see you soon.
Yes, that's it, girls. Did you understand the question?
Yes, teacher. It looks really, really easy.
Our question from it's the same or the same problem, but with different number.
Yeah. So this is did you answer the right answer for number 14? He solved number 14, by the way.
The background noise.
No, teacher, it didn't. It was not the same.
0.2 by a number. He recorded the product of 0.0.
Teacher,
What number did Michael use?
Yeah.
It's 0.04. It's the same. Number.
Yes, I did already. Yeah.
Yeah, it's number 14.
So the answer will be 0.04.